How you doing, HF? Hey, HF. Hey, Southern. How y'all doing? Or I just said grumpy. Now, if you see me shifting around a little bit, that means the shoulder's starting to act up here a little bit. Okay, Grump, take your time, bud. Let me go turn the TV off. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Smith and Wesson. Sorry about that. That TV was on. I want to get the TV shut off. Yeah, as I was telling, hey, Timo. I was telling Outdoorsman and Grumpy there that if you see me moving around a little bit, I'm trying to get the shoulder comfortable. I'm going back into the chiropractor tomorrow, though, to have him. It's actually not the shoulder, but the problem is I have the T1 vertebrae, which is right here. It's the first one down from the neck vertebrae. It's cocked and it's pinching the nerve, and that's what's setting off the shoulder. So I'm going to go in and see if he can get that straightened out. I went to the chiropractor on Wednesday. He went to do an adjustment. He could adjust my head to one way, went to adjust it the other way toward the shoulder. And I was seeing stars. So, yeah, something, we need to get this worked on. That does work, but I still have to rock around a little bit. Hey, Publius. Hey, Frank. Hey, Kenzie. Yeah, my whole thing with crypto coin, myself, and maybe I'm wrong in saying this, but no problem, bud. My whole thing is with crypto coin, if I can't hold it, I don't want it. I'm kind of old school like that, because if I'll pay a little bit more if I can go to the store. Hey, oldest dirt, how you doing? Oh, that's cool. I'll pay more to go to the store and buy something than it would be to buy something offline or buy something off the internet. Just for the fact that I'm the type of person, when I buy something, I want to hold it, I want to look at it, I want to feel how heavy it is or what have you. And actually see what it's about instead of looking at a picture online and saying, well, it could work. It might work. Hey, Juanita. Yeah, you're just like me, Mickey. It's a tactile thing. If you can touch it, then the possibility of buying it grows. If I can't touch it, it's like, I like the way it looks, but I don't know if it's going to work. No, what Kanzi just said there, I feel the same way with my Visa and other plastic money cards. I don't have a credit card, but I do carry a debit card. Just for the fact that the way I've been working is I can't make it to the bank before the bank closes, so I have to have access to my money somehow. But the debit card goes against my own personal account. It doesn't go. It doesn't. It's nothing I have to pay him back for. I'm actually grabbing my own money. But yes, and I mean there are some things I'll buy online. Hey, FLP, great chat tonight, buddy. Oh, anytime, bud. Well, Kenzie, on the other hand, hey, Nina, how you doing, hon? Let's see, Kenzie, it's not wasted. If you just sit there and just kind of throw them off to the side and don't do anything with them, then they're wasted. You put your own money on there, so you know you prepaid to put your own money on it. So it's kind of like a $600 line of credit that you already paid for. So the money on that card, unless the system goes down, like we have a full worldwide financial collapse with no electricity, they're going to be good. Oh, it's okay, Rescue Boss. Oh, that's cool. I bet you the church appreciates that too. Now, now that FLP's here, I got a question for you, FLP. And I was reading this in the magazine today. I just want your take on it. Basically, that they were saying is even if you think you have a financial, hey, Brett, if you have a financial collapse coming, it's not quite here yet, but you know it's coming. They're saying still deal with short term, not long term. We're talking like the first 24 to 72 hours, maybe 1 or 2 days longer, of still trying to deal with paper money when you can, even after a financial collapse, because a lot of people think it might blow over. So you might still be able to get goods with it. Hey, Backwoods. Um, what's your take on that? Yeah, because I was thinking it might work, it might not, depending on how the collapse comes about. See, that's what I was thinking too, Backwoods. I'm a, you know what, I'm a lot like you there, FLP. I have right now. I had to dip into it a little bit. This is a while ago, so I'm still building it back up. But right now, I have about 250 to 300 set back, and I'm probably dropping about $5,200 in a week. So I that's the whole reason I'm trying to build the water back up, because I blew it. So it seemed something I really wanted, so I just went out and got it. Yeah, can you guys hear me okay? Because I'm trying to be quieter because Dad's trying to sleep. He's one room over, so I don't want to wake him up. So okay, cool. Had something interesting. Like I told you guys about my route and what I do. Well, one of the places I deliver to, which I actually needed, they have to meet me at the door and they have to escort me through. I do the delivery, then I walk back out. I found something out though. They use two-way radios. So me and the one security guard decided. Well, I told him I decided I was going to take the two-way radio. What channel did they use? He said, "Oh, we just use channel one." Okay, so I take my two-way radio, put it on channel one. I get rolling to within about 3 blocks of the place. Give them heads up that I'm coming, and so far it's working. And oddly enough, their chief of security, I'm like, oh, okay, here it comes. The chief of security of the place comes walking up and says, "You're the first guy that ever tried that." I'm just like, "What? Am I not allowed to try that?" And he goes, "No, go right ahead. It works. Run with it." It's kind of nice to know we have a set of ears outside. So that was kind of interesting. plus the two-way. It's just a little Midland rechargeable two-way radio, but I carry it in the truck because it also has the NOAA weather bands on it too. So I could always have. I could keep on top of well with the weather reporting we have around here with NOAA. I could keep on top of the weather too. Hey, Elena. Oh, it does. It does because before I was going up, ringing the bell, waiting for them. Now I'm going up. I give them a heads up on like 2 or 3 blocks out, and they're waiting for me at the door. So, night, rescue boss. But I thought that was kind of interesting. And as I said, I carry it in a truck now. Um, what I'm thinking about doing though. Night, rescue boss. Love you too, buddy. What I'm thinking about doing this because I only run it when I'm going to there, or if I think the weather's going to be getting bad. Welcome back, Grumpy. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a little charging station in the truck. Basically, a cigarette lighter and someplace I can set that radio. I can charge my radio off my cell phone, off my cell phone wire, no problem. So I mean, I've a recharging stand in here, and I could plug in the cell phone wire. I'm good to go. But I think I'm gonna until I deliver there on Mondays and Thursdays. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run it in scan mode. It'll scan through all the. Hey, Mousy. It'll scan through all the channels, and I can start picking up chatter. But I still have the made for it in here. It's right over there on my shelf. Oh, it is. I just depending on what the chatter is. Like I was listening to a couple electricians when I was getting ready to deliver because I keyed up, told them I was coming, sit over, let go, and then I heard these two electricians. Listen to the one guy get zapped and he started cussing over the radio. It was hysterical. I got one of these little guys right here. I mean, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's better than nothing, and the price is right. So I got 2 of these rechargeable deals for $15 clearance on Tractor Supply. I believe so, Brett. And it actually doesn't work that bad. From sending these things supposedly have a 28-mile radius or range, I should say. I'm like, it's kind of hard to believe that, but I'm in a steel box, surrounded by a bunch of brick and mortar boxes, 2 blocks away, kind of shooting catty corner, and I'm picking them up. So for what I use it for, it's perfect. What I'm going to want to do though is, oh yeah, and as I said, for $15 for a pair of them that are rechargeable with the base and everything, you can't go wrong on that. You just can't go wrong. Now, the other thing I'm going to try, well, not try, I am going to get the thing up and going here again. Basically, the only thing I have to do is just check the battery and make sure the battery's okay. But I'm going to get my metal detecting equipment back out and run through a couple checks, make sure it's all good. And you guys might get some metal detecting videos off me. How'd you guys like that? Once this cold weather clears out. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I was reading Mousto's comment, and I could just hear her saying that in chat right now. I do not eat spam. Hey, moms. Yes, and the metal detector I have will run if you set it up right. It'll run right with a Garrett. I eventually want to get a Garrett, but they're a little pricey. I have a Bounty Hunter Lone Star, and it will pretty much show you about if you swing over, if it's a coin, it'll show you what the coin is, or a close approximation what it thinks it is anyway, whether it's silver, brass, and 50 dime, whatever. It's a good clad finder. Also, really good at finding shotgun shells back in the woods too. That's what I plan on doing, Gansey. What I'm going to do with it is I'm going to have the GoPro mounted on either mounted on my hat or actually I have a tube clamp. I may mount it to the metal detector and don't run with the headphones. And I'm going to swing it over, and when I get a tone, that's when I'll turn on the metal detector. You get to see me tone it. Then the next shot, you'll see me digging it up. So, beaver finder, clam finder. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no bueno on that at all. Interestingly enough, Gansey, the most interesting thing I found with that is I found a couple 30-06 rounds. Now, what was interesting about these 30-06 rounds, is the gun they came out of because there are scores in the side of the casing, two straight scores, and they're like right across from each other. They, they were in what they call a stripper clip. Oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't right next to each other, back on the back of the brass. That's what it was. It's been a while since I looked at them, but two of them were shot, but the third one I found was still live, primer not touched. So I think there's somebody who's running around behind my house with an M1 Garand. Yeah, had the markings on them. I'm just like, really? That and the next interesting thing I found is where I found it at, which is really bizarre, is I found a hook. Not like a fishing hook, like a crane hook. And I just had it on. I was walking over this like this basically it's like an old landslide where everything's laying in the bottom of this mountain valley, and the melting snow, everything pushed all the dirt out. So it's like just a bunch of big boulders laying on top of each other. I go walking through there, and the thing starts beeping. I start looking down this hole. I pulled up. It's not really a crane. It's like a hook for a cherry picker. If you know what a cherry picker is, that's 5 foot down the hole. I got something rigged up, pulled it out, and a little hook about this big in the middle of a bunch of boulders, miles away from anything. I mean, you couldn't even drive anything on this. I'm like, okay, wow. Oh, I hope you feel better, Mom Slayer. Oh, that's better. Yeah, I got some ideas for some other stuff too. And talking about the metal detector. Now I will not be doing a video on this because I'm working a hunch. But when I decide to work this hunch, I may be gone for a day or two. So just so you know, if I'm missing for a couple days, I'll let you know if I'm going. But if I'm gone for a couple days, that's probably where I'm at. I'm working a hunch. No, this one's not going to get video, Gansey. I'm just going to put it this way: if my hunch work turns out to be true, it's going to be life changing. If it turns out to be false, I ain't lost a thing. I will once I get above ridge level. And no, this is not in McCall's Mills or the North Country Trail, so it should be fine. Okay, that was interesting. Pretty much, Brett. Pretty much. But it's one of those things that I told you that much because I know I can tell you that much and not divulge and not divulge too much information. But this is like one of those. This is one of those cards I kind of hold close to my chest. I mean, we all have those. It's just when I you might be onto something there, FLP. But I won't be showing up with a bunch of bling. Maybe showing up with a different Jeep, but not a bunch of bling. Not a bunch of bling. Okay, well, how am I going to look like Mr. T when I'm skinnier than one of his arms? I'm going to look like Mr. T with anorexia. That's all I'm going to look like. Wow. But another thing that I'm probably going to get tomorrow while I'm out. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. But another thing I'm going to try. That could be a good thing, Lou. Bulimic tea. But how many of you guys know what magnet fishing is? Yeah, because I'm going to try. I'm going to try some magnet fishing too. I'm kind of looking for spots to do that here. Um, like a lot of spots where I see these guys doing it, they're doing it on a lake. Most of the lakes I have around me, except for maybe Moraine. Well, I'm not trying to catch fish, but There's stuff that can be had down there. And if you don't know what it is, basically you get the strongest magnet you can find. And I'm looking at a couple of them that have like about an 800 to almost a 1,200 pound pull to them. You tie a rope onto it, and you find some deep water. You toss it in the water, move it around a little bit till you feel it. Pretty much, yeah. FOP just nailed it on the head. They've done this to find murder weapons, but you dab it around in the sediment. That don't look good, but yeah, you know what I mean. And then you pull it up and you see what you find. I mean, you'll feel it. Like, as long as you keep tension on the rope as you're moving it around, you'll feel something smack that magnet. So you know you have something. Pull it up. Oh, it's the one I watched. The guy had a 1,100 1,150 pound pull magnet on. Throws it out off his aluminum dock, and he's feels something just automatically just bam hits the magnet hard. He tries to get the magnet off. The magnet's not coming. And see what you just said there, Jimmy. That's one of the things I'm actually looking for. What this guy got, and they drug it up. It took him and his dad because his dad threw his magnet out, latched onto it too, and they drug this thing out. They pulled out a picnic table, which is kind of sad. They're in, I forget what state they're in. I think in Kansas. They're in a state park, and somebody tossed the picnic table off the dock. Really? That takes a little bit of mentality. The other thing I watched him pull, he pulled up a scooter, like one of those little razor scooters. And what was cool though is that's kind of laughing. So they pulled up a razor scooter. When he went home, he went over it, made sure it's safe and his wheels are safe and stuff. And his kid rides it all over the place now. So don't know yet, Jimmy. Oh, I can imagine. Hey, how you doing, FFB? But a couple of places I found a couple of places over in Zillionople, um, where I could fish right off a bridge. Let me see if I'm Zillionople, couple places along Brush Creek. Um, Kind of wanted to do try to in the Ohio River, and I had second thoughts. Zillionople, yeah. Actually, not only do I live close to Zillionople, as backwoods in T-Bear above Zillionople, they live actually a little bit closer to it than I do. But oh yeah, you drove past Zillionople to get up to the meet and greet. Actually, it's a nice little place. They have the Harmony Historical District. It's I actually want to take the time on my first vacation to go check out some of the stuff they have in there. If I have night Publis. Yeah, but the Harmony Historical section is very interesting. They have a couple cemeteries in there. The one cemetery, if you ever watched the original Night of the Living Dead, that's where they shot it. It has some cool stuff in it. It does. And it's a lot better than going to frickin' Pittsburgh. So yeah, there's a couple things I want to try anyway. The magnet fishing and get back into metal detecting a little bit more seriously. Um, Actually, they said it was Evan City. It wasn't. It's actually Harmony because Evan City doesn't. The cemetery that they're in has the walls all the way around it with a big stone swinging door. That's right outside of Harmony. There was a couple. They did shoot some in Evan City, but the main shot everybody remembers in the cemetery with that big stone door. I can show you right where that's at. It's right off of 68 there. But it is what it is. That what else is there? Somebody who has a hobby is making a killing. Um, oh, that's down by Cannonsburg, isn't it, Mom Slayer? Night, Nina. You too, FLP, and thank you, buddy. Yeah, because I've been past that one. Oh, Lawrenceville. It, the meeting interesting people, they're interesting because a lot of people, like down around here, if you go metal detecting out in public like that, a lot of people get a little bent out of shape about it because oh, you're out there trying to steal stuff. No, there is a thing though, like in state parks and stuff, you are allowed to metal detect. They get a little iffy about you digging it up, but if you do dig it up, it belongs to the park. You can't keep it. So what I was thinking about doing is once I get a little bit better with the metal detector there, I will tell them, says, hey, I want to metal detect this. You want to send a representative, a rep up to help me with that? Because whatever I find is yours anyway. So if I dig something up, you can decide whether it goes to scrap or it goes into the old museum, one of the two. That old dirt. Yeah, we ain't getting our snow till tomorrow, so which is another thing. Like I was talking about the metal detecting. Um, if you do decide to try some of this, if you do it on your own property, hey, have at it, have fun, do what you want to do. It's when you start going on other people's property that you want to establish a good relationship. Um, if you're going to metal detect on somebody, if you want to metal detect on somebody else's property, make sure you obtain the proper permission. Um, a lot of times, whatever you find, rule of thumb is whatever you find, the homeowner gets a cut of it. Yeah, where you live at, Brett, if you guys get snow, you may be in trouble. Oh, 2 to 4 inches? Ah, no big deal. Just enough to give the Jeep a workout. um, Another thing to keep in mind, as I said, with the state parks and stuff, especially up around here, they have signs over at Marine State Park on both of the beaches, no metal detecting, and they mean it. And I think what they do is they do their someone else. This is what someone's telling me, and they do it early morning. They sweep it with the metal detector, get all the valuable stuff out of it, and they try to find the owners of it. And if they can't find the owners, then they sell it. What state you in, Jim? Okay, because I think you have to obtain the permission to metal detect in a cemetery here in Pennsylvania. But I was going to say a third thing about that too. Oh yeah, the third thing is if you do get permission to metal detect on somebody's property, don't leave a bunch of holes everywhere. You did, you especially if you're in the grass, you dig the grass up in a plug that you easily take out. You go through the plug. When you're done with the plug, you put the dirt back in. You put the grass back on top. You tamp it back down. Yeah, you guys are talking about cold right now. It's like, what is it outside? It's 23 degrees. I'm so comfortable in a t-shirt outside. Don't ask me why. Yeah, about the same here, moms. This I left the house and yeah, I guess you could say I'm getting spoiled. My Jeep has a remote start on it. I use it every day, even in the summer, especially when I get back during the summer. What I do is I have my with the remote start. When I get out of the Jeep in the summertime, I crank the AC and put the full cold so I'm rolling because I don't have to roll right past the Jeep in the truck. So as soon as I get in range, I get the Jeep started, and someone's come up the stairs, so just starting to bark. Oh yeah, you get up on that ridge, the wind just howls up there. Yeah, the one thing I was grateful for how cold it is because usually this time of year you have a lot of high winds. The truck I drive is like trying to drive a cardboard box in the wind. It just doesn't work that well at times. Night, Kanzi. I'm just reading the side chat over here right now. Oh, 55. That's like t-shirt weather there. I'm jealous of Brett right now. He's on t-shirt weather. No way, Southern. No way, Grumpy. No, where he's talking about snowshoe, our camp is probably about an hour away. Well, actually, an hour to snowshoe because snowshoe's right off 80. Yeah, our camp is about 30 miles northeast of Du Bois. Now, there's a trail over in Snowshoe I want to walk. I just want to walk long enough to get down onto the railroad bridge. And the railroad bridge, going south, going down to the t-shirt weather in their backwoods. Well, you may know where I'm talking about over by Snowshoe there, Grumpy. There's I think it's called the Snowshoe Trail or the Snowshoe Heritage Trail or something, but it comes down out of Snowshoe and it's going towards Route 80, and there's a big railroad bridge that goes across. I want to that bridge. I want to walk across that bridge if it's part of the trail system because that just looks like fun. Plus, with my photography, I have a long term project I'm working on that called Railroad Relics, and it's stuff that the railroad used that's either abandoned or in this case with this bridge has been repurposed. So okay, you know which bridge I'm talking about then, because you can see it right off 80. I'm just like that looks like that'd be fun. Which I'm going to take you guys on some more photography trips too. I thought the last one was kind of fun, the fall pictures. I thought that was kind of fun, so I'll probably take you guys on a couple more of those. No, I have for the channel. I have a bunch of ideas, and don't think I'm not thinking about my Patreon either. I'm going to be getting. The reason I kind of stopped on my Patreon is the time that I stopped and this kind of flared up at the same time, and it's a lot better now. But for like 2 days, I couldn't even get my hand up to the keyboard because it just hurt so much. So it's like, okay, we're just gonna rest this and let it be what it is. But I'm getting back on that. I got one article almost done. It's in rough draft right now. I just have to go through it and clean that up. Um, I've got two more articles in the work. I was six for the first issue, and should be doing a couple. I'm actually going to be finishing up the one. Going to finish editing the one, and I'm hoping to have the other two actually written completed this weekend, along with an editorial and maybe one of the other departments. Yeah, my Patreon. I'm actually doing. I'm gonna try to do a bi-monthly magazine on it. Just an idea I had floating around in my head. Never dealt with gun owners in America, but I might look into them. Oh, I hear you, Grumpy. Right now, I think I have like 4 people in it right now that are Patreons, and then a couple other people watching. Mickey's one of the ones watching. Actually, Grumpy, for the magazine, because I'm gonna start doing the regular write-ups I do in Patreon. That's the dollar. The magazine, I've thought long and I mean really long and really hard about this. But if I'm putting together a magazine, that's kind of something that I kind of would like to get reimbursed a little bit more on. So I may make like a $5 tier for that, or 250 at the lowest, but no more than five. Just like a secondary tier. And it's just one of those things. If I'm gonna put that much work into it, I'd like. I'm not trying to sound greedy, but I'd like to get reimbursed for it too. If you know what I mean, there, Grump. But I still have to get it done yet, so let's wait till I get it done. We can go from there. Okay, cool. Yeah, because I'm thinking about, well, if I'm like you guys, I'm thinking about dumping the NRA too, because it seems like there's actually a box when you sign up for NRA, it says do not call. And about once or twice a month that they call up, we need $1,000 from you or whatever. We need a substantial so your rights can be protected. I'm like, really? Which reminds me about this is this weekend I'm going to be doing a giveaway video too. Not sure what the giveaway is going to be yet, but I'm going to be doing a giveaway video too. I said I was going to do one once I got to 300. I think I'm like up around 325, 327, somewhere up around in there. So yeah, so I'm going to do a giveaway video. Not exactly sure how I'm going to do it yet, but um, the other there's a couple, two, three things been bouncing around in my head. Um, just thinking about maybe trying something tomorrow night. Um, this isn't really prepper related. This is more just outdoors stuff. Like I'm leaving like the prepping, the hunting, the fishing, all that stuff kind of like outdoors, like hiking, metal detecting, like what we're talking about tonight. I'm gonna try to put together like a 1 hour news live stream on that of different things that I found in each one of those, like some of those fields. So, and this one being every week thing, this would be a like every other week type of deal. So you guys may find that interesting too. And with the jumping back to the magazine here, if I can actually get the magazine to take off, night FFP. Actually, you're probably gonna laugh at this before I get into the magazine thing. One is like Diggers need time to play, not a bad thing. Actually, for me doing this magazine and all this other stuff that I do, I'm trying to teach people about it, but to me, I'm playing. I'm already playing. I'm just other people with the video, other people can play with me. If you know what I mean. But the thing with the magazine is if I get enough people to buy into it, I can start making some money off of it, then I might start looking for contributors at that point. Because right now the plan is to do 6 to 10 articles with about, I think, 5 departments, plus all the photography, the editing, everything. I'm doing it all. So, but with the metal detecting though, I think I might have found a couple. They're not on a lake, they're not on the ocean, but I may have found a couple beaches to detect along a creek, which could be interesting. And the reason I'm going to detect them is it's a pretty decent sized creek, and the kayakers and the canoers, well, the whitewater people use these beaches as rest points. Exactly, Mickey. Exactly. Which I think tomorrow on Patreon, night Brett, on Patreon and on Facebook, I'm probably going to do an announcement because I've been thinking about a lot of things, and I'm still going to like do the photography of the barrel races, but I'm going to cut back on them again. So like maybe one or two a month. Um, a couple of the tractor shows I may cut out. I may still go to them. I'm just not going to do pictures. I'm just going to walk around and just relax. Um, I may pick up a drag race though, but I'm only planning on doing like maybe 1, 2 photography jobs a month because the rest of the time I wanted to devote toward the magazine and everything else. Magazine, the pages. Ooh, I think you guys can tell by my eyes I'm starting to hit the wall here a little bit, but that's okay. I could keep going for about another 7 minutes, so we're good. Yeah. Now, how many of you guys? I know some of you guys watch my trail rating videos. How you guys like those? I'm using this to kind of get a feel of what's going on here. Maybe myself, I like doing them, but yeah, I'm getting there one. I'm probably soon after this. I'm gonna lie the cane up my shoulder and go to bed. Zeus got the right idea. He's already over here snoring. But as I'm here, anything you guys, other than like the hunting and fishing stuff or survival stuff, anything you guys want to see me do? And any reason I'm kind of excluding the survival and hunting and fishing, yeah, it makes two of us very backwards. The wall's coming fast. um, but back to what I was saying, the reason I'm kind of not really doing hunting, fishing, or survival on my channel, or not too much survival on my channel, is I'm trying to kind of set myself apart from everybody else. Because there's a lot of channels doing bushcraft, survival, prepping, which I understand I'm a prepper, but you kind of have to come in and kind of find a place to set yourself to make yourself stand apart if you want to get noticed. Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Yeah, Discord can get just a little bit on the raucous side there. So, night, Juanita. But I know we have like 4 minutes left, so I'm gonna go ahead and go through the promos. So, tomorrow night, I'm thinking between 8:30 ish. If anything changes, I'll let you guys know. But between 8:30 ish, I'm going to have my little news show. Sunday night's going to be the sit rep on X Nation. Monday night, 8 o'clock, Backwoods Law with probably Timo, maybe me, maybe somebody else. Actually, Backwoods, I think you should try getting Brett on there on a Monday night. I think he'd be a lot of fun to have on there. I know you had him on there before. Um, Tuesday night, 8 o'clock is me. Ooh. Wednesday night, 7 o'clock Central Louisiana time, 8 o'clock Eastern, is going to be Nina. Then at night, moms. Then at 9:30 or 8:30 Central Louisiana time. I can't even say it tonight. 9:30 Eastern is going to be the Honey Badger chat, and there's one of our Honey Badgers right there. Hi, Mickey. Then on Thursday, Spicy is at 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central Louisiana time. Then, of course, we have the Friday chat, which we have tonight at 8 o'clock, and I do the after show. But I think I'm like everybody else here. I'm tired and I need to get to bed. So I thank you guys for coming. I love you all, and I'll see you all later. Have a good night, everybody.